Y'all make some noise.
Help me sing.
Come on.
Well, I marched through the storm and I marched through the rain.
Yeah.
Said I marched through some sickness and some heartache and pain.
Come on.
Said I laid on the ground and I looked to the sky and I prayed to the Lord above and I asked him why. Said I'm not tired, I'm not through marching yet. I'm gonna march until I die. Children, this you can bet. I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on. Help me sing out.
I'm gonna sing out.
I'm gonna keep running.
I'm gonna march on.
I'm gonna put one foot in front of the other.
I'm gonna sing out.
Said I'll let nothing turn me around. Hey,
My granddad marched. And my grandmama too. And I never thought it'd be something that I have to do. Oh yeah, I march if I must. I got a mission to see. And I'll be down if my children have to march for me. I believe in the power of raising my voice. And I believe in the power of making some noise. And if I die, I must say, and if I can't say out loud, then we will sing amongst each other and let's give. Everybody say, I'm
gonna sing out.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna march on.
Everybody say,
I'm gonna sing out.
Everybody sing out, come on.
I'm gonna march on.
I'm gonna keep on marching on, yeah.
I'm gonna sing out.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna march on.
I'm gonna keep on marching on. Keep on marching on.
I'm gonna march on.
Everybody say, I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on. Everybody say, I'm gonna sing out.
I'm gonna sing on.
I'm gonna march on. Everybody say, come on. I'm gonna sing out.
I'm gonna sing.
I'm gonna march on.
Put one foot in front of the other.
I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on. Come on. I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on. Y'all look amazing. I'm gonna sing out.
I'm gonna march on.
I'm gonna sing out. I'm gonna march on. Oh, I'm gonna sing out.
Say I'm gonna keep right on marching. Yes, I am. I got to march for my brother. Yes, I am. I'm gonna keep marching. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Make some noise. Let's go.
Y'all show him some more love. Show him some love.
Boy, I tell you what, I got a sore throat, but it's going to be all right. We going to march on. Lord help us. Man, this is beautiful. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. Y'all see, we putting it in. That means sometimes while we on this march, we gonna get tired. But we gotta march on. Because somebody's counting on us to make it happen. It's gonna be some times we're gonna quit. But we gotta march on. Because somebody's counting on us to make it happen. Y'all show me some love one more time. For you guys don't know, my name is Swan Davis. I'm president and founder of a nonprofit organization called Let's Make It Happen Together Incorporated. For about 10 years, we've been providing service here in North Carolina and abroad to show people that if you give them an opportunity, they can make it happen. And what I love about this is when you look over this audience, it's diverse. Clap it up. That lets us know that we got some things in common. That lets us know that we got a community that belongs to all of us. And this is what it's all about. I'm going to move on so I can get somebody up here with a voice. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a small program that's going to enlighten you, that's going to educate you, and it's going to help you so that when we leave here, we be lifted up, we'll have resources, and we're going to know what we got to do next. Is that all right? I'm going to bring to the stage our moderator for this evening. Thank God it's not me. This young lady, excuse me, this young lady, you hear her on 106.9. By our very own Elisa Stewart. Y'all give her some love. Come on up, Elisa. Take this mic. Lead us on in.
Woo, how y'all doing? Y'all ain't tired, are you? Well, I'm a little tired. Pat and Joe just screaming. They said at least, but it's for a worthy cause. That's why I came here today, and I was talking to my son earlier, and of course he was on his video games and he didn't want to come out. So Mama had to tell him a few stories about why it is that we're here today. And one day he will be a black man. And I wanted to be all right for my baby, so that's why he's here. I'm calling you out, Darrell. And mamas and guardians, daddies, call yours out too. I don't think it's too early to start talking to our young ones about why it is we're out here in the street. This is just the beginning, of course. We're getting the attention of the world. Is that not a beautiful thing? I woke up this morning and it said 10,000 people in Paris, Black Lives Matter. That's a beautiful thing. Can I hear y'all say that one time? Can we just say it right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina? Black Lives Matter? I don't believe you. Can you say it one more time? All right, now I've turned into a woman trying to break into a man's phone. We're going to get this program started. By the way, tomorrow is Sunday. You'll probably need some inspiration, a little bit more into your life. So we do have the praise party on our radio starting at 6 o'clock, hosted by Christina V. So please do us a favor and tune in and meditate about everything that you learned here today and just reflect as you enjoy the music. So we're going to start right now with the prayer. Now, I told him I couldn't do it because I don't check in that often with God. God knows my heart, though. But I was afraid he might not get what I was trying to say today, so we're going to let somebody official do it. Y'all understand that? When last time y'all prayed? This is one. All right now. Prayer changes things. All right. Put your hands together for Dr. Ernest Jones. He's the senior pastor of True Vine Ministries.
Hey, welcome to the campus of True Vine Ministries. We're glad to have you here today, and we just look forward to seeing change happen in our country, because we're not here just to get our exercise in today. We're here because we believe that change not is coming, but change is here, right? And so everybody that does pray, okay, can y'all send up a praise real quick? Let me all know. I got some of y'all that with me. Okay, all right. So, Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you that you're on the side of every righteous cause. And we believe that our cause today is the righteous cause. And so we are not singing a song that we shall overcome someday. We believe that we're going to overcome today. And we just thank you for it right now. Bless every part of this program. Do what you do as we honor you and praise you and glorify you and magnify you for being Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Oh, Lord, you are worthy of all praise today. Thank you for everyone represented here. Oh, God, black and white and all that are represented here, hand in hand together. For we believe that change is coming because you are on our side. And we thank you for it now. In Jesus' name we pray. Help me to celebrate what he's doing right now. They expected me to pray a long time, so they over here in the conference. Hold up. Hold up.
All right, y'all. This is worse than live radio because y'all can see what's going on. When I'm in the studio, I can hide. Y'all don't know about the confusion sometimes that goes down when I start to sweat a little bit. But the show must go on, as they say. Nora Biden from the Latino community is going to come up and speak with us. And listen, y'all, black and brown, y'all know what time it is. We are family, and we need to look out for each other as well. Can we get our rep up? Is it Nora Biden? All right. Y'all, she wanted y'all to clap a little bit because that's what I do. Make her feel the love as she approaches the podium.
Hello, everyone. My name is Norma Negron Bynum. My husband and I are the owners of Reno Counseling Center on Hope Mills Road. Our business is mental health and a substance abuse business, and it's more of a mission for us than it is work. We work with the low-income population, and we work with a lot of Latinos of Cumberland County. Just yesterday, one of our senators here, Kirk DeVry, had a conversation with Alliance, which is really important, that if you have a person that has suffering from mental illness or you have someone that's suffering from substance abuse, that we get together to get these people the help that they need. What happened to Mr. Floyd should have never happened. People accusing him of being on drugs should have never happened. Because if we gave up on everybody in our community that were on drugs, can you imagine what our lives would be like? And so I'm going to ask you today, and all the people that came in here that are Puerto Rican and Mexican and Hispanic in general, this is the time for us to come together. It is the time for us to come together. We're all minorities, and if we don't come together and work together, it's just going to be so much harder for us. So I pray and I hope that I get to see all of you again and things in our community and bringing us people that we can help. Thank you.
All right, family, before we get our first song selection, if you could, if you're on Facebook, if you can stream live from the event, if you're on Instagram, also post there and let them know how it's done in Fayetteville. We're moving in unity today. All right, so are we ready for our song? Is this a song of inspiration? All right, y'all, let's do it.
Y'all just go with me for a minute. When you're down in trouble, you need some love and care. When ain't nothing, said it ain't nothing, y'all, going right. Oh, all you gotta do is close your eyes and meditate on him, and soon he will be right there. God can brighten up said it would brighten up your darkest hour. Precious Lord, take my hand and lead me on and help me to stand. I'm tired and I am weak. I'm worn through the storms, through the night. Lord, lead me on through the night. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me on through the storms, through the night. Lord, lead me on all through the night. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me on. Oh, hallelujah. Come on and put those blessed hands together, because we still here. We made it. We made it. Everybody say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Come on here and get this mic for we have a little service.
All right. Mic check. All right, family, we're going to keep this thing going. But first, a reminder that you can get yourself registered to vote out here today. That's a part of the next step. And all this week, last week too, I've been talking about if you're going out to eat, take the time to do some research and find a place that's black owned. That's a part of this process, controlling our money and where it's moving, where it's flowing. And there's a lot of them listed, as a matter of fact, on our Facebook page, at least 40 of them. And I wasn't aware of all of them, so let's move that money. And that's the way to make noise as well. I said, you don't have to loot. You can just hold on to your dollar and put it somewhere else. People hear you speak just like that. All right, so we're going to get some spoken word right now from Prosperous Soul. Y'all like spoken word? Love is in the air. I feel love, L-O-V-E. No, I'm not the one. They're coming up. I'm just trying to stall for time for our artist. Is that spoken word artist ready? All right, here we go. Now, y'all about to see the real thing now. Show us some love.
Hands up! Hands up! I wrote this piece back in 2015, I think 2015 or 2016, and it breaks my heart that it's still needed today. Someone said that we are tired, but we are not tired to not fight. We are tired so that we are ready to fight. We are that type of tired that we are ready. That's the type of tired that we are ready to make change, to see change happen, and we're ready to be a part of it. And I'm just going to say this real fast. To all of our Caucasian brothers and sisters here, we thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And we love you for your stance and for backing us. This piece is actually called Hands Up. I remember one of my son's first interactive movements was putting his hands up. From the look in his eyes, he was sure that I knew exactly how to react. He knew that my arms would be as angel's wings, protecting him from all hurt, harm, and danger. Y'all, he was safe there. His dad taught him how to fight, how to plant his feet just right, put his hands up, duck and bob and weave and throw the first punch. My little fighter. His first sport was t-ball. He was so excited about running that he forgot in order to do so, he had to first hit the ball. So putting his hands up with confidence, he swung and hit the ball, and his little legs were like Fred Flintstone feet, running from base to base to base until he slid into home base, and he knew that he was safe there. Now, football season proved that my son was a child that knew how to pay attention to detail and took advantage of the speed that found rest in his feet. Putting his hands up to catch the ball and running into the end zone motivated a victory dance that was flagged several times before he found a very sarcastic way of giving the ref the ball back. Now, basketball season, y'all, my son's swag level went through the roof. I'm talking about killer crossovers, behind the back passing and assisting, putting his hands up as he followed through with every shot. But we had to explain to my son. See, offense sells tickets, but defense wins games. So it made sense when he heard us cheering, hands up, defense, hands up, defense. I put my hands up in worship, praying that Daddy and I taught him enough, that uncles and coaches and teachers and preachers were utilized wisely. See, I need my firstborn and only black son to understand that there will always be a man in uniform calling the shots, being the determining factor of the game. See, I need them to know that when the whistle blows, something has gone terribly wrong and the game is about to change, because, son, the game will change. No, you are not a bad boy, but they are coming for you. So here's what you got to do, my black son. Just put your hands up. Don't run, my son. Stand there, my king. Feet planted, hands up, but not to take the shot because they won't take the charge, my black son. Just put your hands up. Sir, please don't shoot. That's not loud music you hear. It's his cry for help. That's not loud music you hear. It's his cry for help. He can't breathe, sir. Please don't shoot. He's not stealing. He's just trying to make it to home base. Lord, please do not shoot our black son. That's not a weapon in his hand. It's an Arizona iced tea. I mean, it's a bag of Skittles, sir. Please don't shoot. He can't breathe, sir. Please don't shoot our black sons. The game will surely change. But you better believe that we will always be here rooting for you, guarding you, praying for you, covering you. Black man, we will always be here rooting for you, praying for you, covering for you until you make it home safely. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up.
Prosperous. Mic check. Y'all give it up once again for Prosperous Soul. And I'm assuming she's on Instagram, so check her out, follow her, like her on Facebook, support the artist. And we're going to get down to some business right now. We're going to have a Cumberland County, someone from Cumberland County to come up. I'm trying to adjust here. I'm sorry, family. Cumberland County Commissioner Michael Bowes is going to come up and speak with us for a moment. Y'all going to show him some love, or y'all too hot?
First, this is the first day I got to meet Swan Davis. I got a guy call me and invite me here, and it was one of those invitations you can't say no to. I asked him, what can I expect? And he told me, and I got to tell him, where are you? There he is. Swan, this exceeded all expectations that you told me. Give yourself a hand. And you folks wearing black pants and black shirts, I don't know how you did it. I was about to pass out there about when we turned the corner to get the water. But I've lived here since 1969, raised my 5 kids here. And I'm all the time, wherever I go, defending, that's not Fayetteville. That's not Fayetteville. When you hear what they're talking about. And how this isn't a place to come live, this isn't a place to come go to school, this isn't a place to come work, this isn't a place to come have friends and family. everybody's wrong.
That's right.
Fayetteville is good as we want to make it.
Yes, we love
And if today is any indication, Fayetteville is not only good, Fayetteville is great and getting better. Thank you for inviting me to this. Look forward to next year.
I almost kind of want to ask for a song because trying to make my way through my notes. I'm going to have to sing y'all one where I figure it out. Again, I want to stress to you that you can register to vote out here today. How many people are registered to vote? Y'all kind of quiet about this situation. Is everybody registered to vote that's of age? Are you going to go and vote is the next question. I know in some parts of our country, in particular ATL, they had some issues down there. Machines not working supposedly, and people being outside for long periods of time. Do not be deterred. I don't anticipate drama in our city, but if we got to wait, that's what we need to do. You make sure you get your vote in when the time comes. And if you're not registered, again, you can register out here. Is that you there in the gold shirt, tall guy? He about 6'7", y'all can see him. I mean, at least 6'4", at least. Also, the Census 2020. Do people know that you exist? Does the government know that? Some of y'all like, no, because I don't want nobody knowing who lives in my house or how much money is flowing through here. And I'll tell you, when I was a little girl, the census, someone came up to the door. That was before you could go online and do it. And I was just that girl. I was the one that got the most spankings, trust and believe. But I was, no, mama ain't here, and no, we ain't telling you nothing about who's in this house, because I didn't know. But now knowing is to do better. So if you haven't done your census, you can either mail it in or go online and handle your affairs. So have y'all done that? So that they can address some of these roads out here. I'd be a little frustrated trying to get to my job. So if they can, like, put some money on our roads and all of that good stuff, okay? All right, so I also want to... It says information about how to become a police officer. Now, I can make something up, or we can get a representative up here with me. Anyone looking? Okay, y'all give it up for my sister, Chief Gina Hawkins.
Hello, ma'am. How are you? So, first of all, let me thank Swan. Good job. Unity March, doing your thing. Pastor Jones, thank you very much. And you all. This is what it's about. You all are a part of serious history. You've always been a part of history, but this is serious history. This is a time not only not to be quiet, but also to be a part of change. How can you do it? We got applications over there, and we're hiring. Because from behind the scenes, you can be educated, be trained, and speak up and make a difference. From behind the scenes, you can speak up and say, this is not right, and call someone out. I know I travel. I know I move around. But I know we have to stay strong with this change. We have to make sure we're identifying things that we want to make change. Presenting it, coming to the table, having a conversation. And stay until it does. In every position, stay until it does. You are a part of history. Continue. Meet someone new you haven't met before. The opportunities that we're having in this time period to know who truly Fayetteville is, who we are across demographics, who is speaking up for the people who don't have a voice. This is your time to be a part of true history, every single one out here. So please, if you know someone and you don't want to do it, get an application. Come find me. Come on out and take an application and be a part of the solution. Thank you.
All right, we're going to keep it going, family. We're going to get words from Cumberland County President of Educators, Carol Stubbs. And Carol, I don't know if this is your department, but are our babies going back to school this fall? They're going to be at home or what? What's going on? Mamas want to know. Daddies want to know too, but y'all know what time it is. Carol Stubbs, is she present? All right, she's coming through. She's going to park the crowd for us. She doing the Obama strut, y'all. I like her already. Come on, Carol. Your cousins and them is waiting on you. We got here at 3. Y'all said we was going to eat at 3:15 now. What time is it? Y'all know how we do.
Good evening, everybody. I am part of the Cumberland County Association of Educators, and everything that matters for us right now is make sure our teachers are safe, our children are safe when they go back to school. We got to know how to go on buses when they go back in August. So we need you to help put the word out. How are our children and teachers going to be safe when they go back to school? Just like Black Lives Matter, educators matter, students matter, everybody that works in the school system, the bus driver, the custodian, everybody matters in public education. So we got to stand strong for them. Because if you don't, we will still be virtual learning. Thank you.
I believe we have some other educators in the crowd. If we could just give them a round of applause. Can I get the other educators to go woo woo? Oh, look at y'all. All right. This is a beautiful thing. All right, we are going to continue now with some more spoken word from Lawrence Bullock. Y'all ready for this? Man, y'all would make me nervous if I couldn't get more love than that if I was coming to the stage. All right.
How y'all doing? I said, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Y'all feel blessed? Y'all feel good? Can y'all say this with me? Say self. I love you. Neighbor. I love you. Now let's continue to do this thing. This piece is dedicated to my grandfather, who was the one who taught me how to stand upright no matter what. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. When it rains, it pours. At times, causing today to seem like a blur, and tomorrow to be full of uncertainties, especially when you are going against the grain. It seems that the harder you try, the more it seems to flood, as strongholds always try to stay in place, attempting to make you question your faith, seeking to push you to the brink to lose yourself. Yet the key is to always stay strong, especially in the face of adversity. I've watched my grandfather go through aches and pains, physically unable to stand up straight. Still, he found ways to stand upright. Despite the attacks from all angles, he always kept his humanity, refused to let his faith waver. Even when my grandmother passed away, he never let his joy disappear. I have watched this man suffer setback after setback, had every opportunity to just give up. Still, he carried on. Still, he pushed forward, teaching and nurturing, instilling love in those of us who had lost our way. This man, physically impaired to stand upright, continued to lead by example and taught me the strength of a black man, because he continued to go forward despite gravity's elbow on his back. Faith-filled, he never quit. Even when he stumbled, he was the rock that we sought for comfort, because he never allowed his faith to fail. His compassion and resiliency showcased a strength that is often taken for granted, leaping over hurdles, always envisioning a better day. My grandfather
refused to let mountains stay in his way, refused to let gravity hold him down. He told hatred to vacate. You see, soft was my grandfather's voice, yet his roar, his battle cry always found ways to reverberate. And oppression tried to break him, yet he found his North Star and he kept focused on it. Emotionally bruised, physically broken, still my grandfather stood upright. Still he persevered, teaching me at a young age that the power of a black man is unlimited, especially when you continue to hold on to your faith. Bless y'all. And one more time, say self, I love you. Neighbor, I love you. And let's keep this thing going until we finally see something change.
All right, we're going to have a song selection, and the way they started when I came up here, I don't sing either. No spoken word, no singing. I'm just a girl from the radio. Real quick, someone lost some keys today. It has like a red clip and a single key, so if that's you, I do have your key. Somebody should be moving. All right, so I'm not sure of our singer's name. Come on over, sir. What's your name?
Greg Blair.
Greg Blair. Let's give it up for him, y'all.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming. I know a change gonna come. Yes, it is. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. Oh, I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Yes, it is. Listen. Said I go to the movies and I go downtown. My friends keep telling me, son, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Yes, it is. See, I go to my brother. I said, brother, help me please. But he rises, knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there were times when I thought, listen, wouldn't last too long. But now I know that I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Said I know a change is gonna come. Oh, it's been a long time coming, but I know a change has got to come. We've been suppressed too long. We've been in the back too long. But I know, I got to know, a change is gonna come. I want to encourage you today, keep your head to the sky, cause I know a change gonna come. All you got to do is trust in the Lord. I know, said I know, a change, a change. I know that I know that I know that I know that I don't know. A change is gonna come.
All right, can we get those plates out here? We're about to take up a collection. Look at y'all looking at me. I know that's right. Can we get 5 of them? All right, we're going to bring our organizer of the event back up, Swan Davis. Give it up for him, y'all. He's always doing good in our community. And we're about to do something really special. And we'll also have Christina V from the Praise Party to join us as well. Christina.
All right. Are y'all enjoying yourselves? Make some noise. So watch this. We looking good out here, but we need to still break some records. I know all y'all ain't registered to vote. Let's tell the truth and stay in the church. So now is the time. Say, neighbor, are you registered to vote? And say, neighbor, if you need some help, we can help make it happen for you. But what we cannot do is leave here not ready. So again, these gentlemen that are coming by is so you can help have your power and your voice said come election time. Where our grandparents and our forefathers couldn't vote, now you have the time to do that. Can I get an amen? I would say this. I was kind of disturbed for this whole week. Yeah. Gotta show some love. I was hurt this week because with all this going on, I had so much mixed emotions. Was I the only one having mixed emotions? That's good. We can be honest about this. I was having mixed emotions because I was wondering what I was going to say, what I was going to do. And I wanted to make a change, but I wanted to make sure that my kids, when they see this, they can see it done the right way so that they can say, Dad, my dad helped make it happen for me.
That's right.
And so even though, now I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm from Jersey, just in case you didn't know that, okay? Yes, that's right, Jersey. Some call it Brick City. So anywhere up north, anybody from anywhere up north, you know what Brick City is. But guess what? Since I'm here, right? Because it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. And since I'm here, I had to ask myself, I had to have a conversation. Swan, what are you going to do when you get out here. And I had to pray. I said, Lord, whatever you do, use me in a way that when this is all over with, we can show we made a difference together.
That's right.
We had enough fighting against each other, but when we come together, they can't stop us. And when I look across and I see all this love and I see all this unity, that lets me know we headed in the right direction. Give yourselves a round of applause. We still cannot say the fact that we have people that lost their lives, because it's still real. So what I want to do is take a moment just to show them that their memories and what they stood for has not been in vain. So what I did was, everybody that handed you something, lift your hand up. If I handed you something, lift your hand up. What I want you to do is, should be about 50 of them. I want all of you all to open it up. And what we're going to do is, as we light them up and they go up, we're going to mention one of the names that's been gone. They're gone from here, but their lives is not gone from our fight. And this is how we're going to remember that we got a must go on, so that we can make sure that the things that caused them to die don't go in vain. So has everybody got them open? Who needs a match? Who needs a lighter? Somebody help them out. I know somebody got a lighter. Somebody got a lighter. So do me a favor. If you need a light or a match, hold your hand up so we can make sure we go around and everybody gets one. So in the count of 3, we're going to start lighting them together. And as they go up, we're going to mention a name that's been gone. Y'all ready? You got a mic? First of all, let's make sure everybody got it open. Step 1, does everybody got it open? Okay, step 2, does everybody have a lighter? Raise your hand if you don't have a lighter. Get next to somebody who has one. So they light that one, they can light yours. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let me show you how we're going to do it. Thank you. Okay, I got some rules here. You got to hold it like this, everybody. Everybody got to hold it like this. Let's get it right. Hold on. Let's do it together. Everybody hold it like this. Okay, Tina. So when I burn, I'm burning this part? Okay. Does everybody have a lighter? If you don't have a lighter, raise your hand. Sonia, where you at? Sonia. Okay, do me a favor. Everybody that has one, get close to somebody else who has it, that has a lighter.
Check.
Hey. Okay, everybody hold it like this now. The black piece is up top. That's the part we're going to light. As you start to light it, it's going to fill up. You let it go. As it go up, we're going to mention a name. We got 50 of them. We're going to do it until all of them is gone. Is that all right? Here we go. Here's the first one.
Check.
When we announce the name, you release one. I don't know how we're going to coordinate that. Y'all make eye contact. Okay. All right. Eric Gardner.
Turn it upside down. There we go.
We're going to get it.
We got this.
The kid coming out of some of y'all now. Y'all getting a little excited. Here we go.
All right, we have Dante Parker.
John Crawford.
All right.
Well, unfortunately, we have a long list of names, so I could read all these and y'all would still have time to get your things into the sky. That's the reality, and that's why we're here. Tamir Rice.
Tanisha Anderson.
Jordan Edwards. Jordan Edwards. And guys, please repeat after us after you hear the name announced. Jordan Edwards, and we have flight over here.
Here we go.
In the memory of Jordan Edwards.
All right, repeat
and all those before and after him.
Freddie Gray.
Freddie Gray. Stephon Clark.
Lamontez Jones.
Dominique Clayton.
Alonzo Smith.
Darius Stewart.
Michael Lee Marshall.
Freddie Gray.
Christopher Davis.
Kevin Hicks. And as we continue with our ceremony, just think about all these names and people that we didn't see on television in the videos that went viral. It's amazing to me just reading from this list right now. These are people that are no longer with us.
George Mann.
Walter Scott. Walter Scott.
Christian Taylor.
Ooh, Levante Biggs.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop burning.
Before it's a real fire out here.
Let's stop burning. Clap it up, clap it up. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna start over. We're gonna mention these names and we're gonna all say it together. Is that all right? Because we still not gonna allow what happened go in vain. The devil is alive. We're just gonna do it in decent and order. Because at the end of the day, we don't want nothing to go wrong where they can go say, look what they did again.
They started a fire. We don't want that.
Get up there. Get up.
Move.
Move.
Rise high. We demand it.
So, okay, all together, let's say the names together. Here we go.
Eric Gardner.
John Crawford.
Tamir Rice.
Michael Brown.
Stephon Clark.
Ezil Ford.
Eric Reason.
Dante Parker.
Michael Dean.
Laquan McDonald.
George Floyd.
George Mann.
Paul O'Neill.
Tanisha Anderson.
Pamela Turner.
Akai Gurley.
Sandra Bland.
Tamir Rice.
Troy Robinson.
Rumain Bribsbin.
Junior Prosper.
Jerame Reed.
Betty Jones.
Frank Smart.
Randy Nelson.
Natasha McKenna.
Samuel Du Bois.
Anthony Hill.
William Chapman III.
Mia Hall.
George Mann.
Philip White.
Tori Robinson.
Eric Harris.
Antoine Rose III.
Walter Scott.
India Kager.
I'm sorry.
Billy Ray Davis.
Albert Joseph Davis.
Keith Harrison McLeod.
Darius Stewart.
Michael Brown.
Brian Keith Day.
Tyree Crawford.
Christian Taylor.
Jamar Clark.
Troy Robinson.
Marco Loud.
Felix Kumi.
Peter Gaines.
Junior Prosper.
Jordan Edwards.
Patterson Brown.
Frank Smart.
Anthony Ashford.
Philip White.
Alonzo Smith.
Michael Knoll.
Tyree Crawford.
Janet Wilson.
Indian Kager.
All right, family, I believe we're starting to repeat ourselves, but if that doesn't touch you in your heart, all these people are gone, and they deserve every right to be here breathing just as we are today.
It's okay.
It's overwhelming reading this list. It's overwhelming when we wake up and we learn that another one of us are gone for no reason. And this is why we're doing what we're doing. And when you leave here today, you get on your social media platforms and you tell people they need to join the fight. They need to march with us. We need them to vote. We need to do whatever we can to bring about change in our community worldwide. It's unbelievable, all these names. Just think about what we just did.
It's okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to get emotional as well. You know, honestly, just to keep it personal with y'all, this was my first time doing a march. I don't have any children of my own, not yet, but I have 2 brothers. I have 2 nephews. I worry about them each and every day. Each and every day. It's a blessing just to leave the house and get back home safely. We don't need another name on this list. Y'all, remember, please go register to vote. Make sure that your voices are being heard. This has gone globally in countries I can't even pronounce. Right now, this is a time for change. You got babies out here, children out here. I know these conversations are uncomfortable, but diamonds form under pressure, and we about to go get ours. Can I get an amen? God is good. Amen. Look at your neighbor and say, God is good all the time.
And family, if we could, if anybody in your family has ever experienced police brutality or something that just wasn't fair and they're not here. I have 3 brothers no longer here. And unfortunately, someone killed them that looked just like them. So I want us to think about that and just start loving what we see in the mirror. And when I look out at you and loving that person that I see. Sometimes I see sisters and I'm open to conversation and speaking, but sometimes we do that stank face. As a group here, we can walk away from here today and promise and make the commitment that we're not going to be a part of that anymore. We got to start embracing each other too. We didn't bring you here for that message, but dang on it, it needs to be said. We got to love ourselves and love the people that look just like us. We got somebody from the crowd that wants to speak. Okay. All right.
What we're going to do is, before we do that, because again, we want to make sure that we do it in decent and order, okay? We just don't want to start handing the mic out. Because again, this is a unity march. We had planned people that we had to come on. And what I want to do at this time, because we have a lot of youth in our community, I want to reach one of our younger ones, and I want to see what this means to them, because there are tomorrow and our today, and they're going to be the ones we're going to have that conversation with when we going back to the mall and tomorrow. Do y'all remember Selma? When the movie came out, our organization took 300 plus kids and family and friends there. My son was 10 years old at the time. When it was over with, we went and sat down and we took everybody out to eat. And we wanted to talk about what the movie meant to him. My son was 10 years old. You know what he asked me? He said, "Dad, was that true? Or that was just a movie?" Was that true or that was just a movie? I had to have that tough conversation with him at 10 years old. That was not just a movie. That's what happened. So we need to make sure that while we have our youth, that we are showing them and letting them know what's really going on before the streets do it. So what I want to do is I want to look around. If we got any little ones, that's what I want to see at this time right now that I'd be willing to give the mic to. If we have anyone that is in high school that would like to say something, I'm giving you the time to come up and say it. Who I see? You see somebody? Anybody that's in high school, come on up, sir. Come on up. You in high school? Well, come on up. Come on up. What school you go to? Fayetteville Tech. What's your name?
Donovan Williams.
Donovan Williams. What are you going to school for?
Business marketing.
Business marketing. Y'all show them some love. Calm down, Donovan. Calm down. Hold on. Calm down. I'm going to give you a minute, okay? What I want to ask you is a question. I want to know what this march meant to you, and I want to know what you're going to do moving forward to make an impact positive in your community.
Well, one thing I'm going to do to make an impact positively is the same thing I do every day. Why are we out here? Love, right? Love, right? We need some positive energy because every day we feel fear, we feel negative energy when we're just walking into the store, walking down the street. Love. That's why I said don't give me a hand, give yourselves a hand for coming out here, because that takes pride. That takes courage. It's not about me. It's not about me at all. It's about every single person out here. We're out here because the person next to you, they feel the same pain you do. Even if they don't feel the same pain, they recognize the same pain. They recognize that something's wrong. And that's the problem. But more importantly, I want to ask Ms. Police Chief a question. I was informed that there was a Zoom call and you defended the use of tear gas and chokeholds. Is that correct? I just want to know your perspective and your reasoning behind it.
Chief, I'll bring you the mic. I was on the Zoom call with her. I moderated that, and I can definitely say she did not say those words.
As I've said on the Zoom call, I am free to come and educate everyone about the policies and procedures, about when it's deployed, and all of the force that we use. It's important that you get educated. It's important that you know how things should be deployed, how things should be processed in a police department. But the only way to do that is come from behind the scenes and educate yourself on that.
Okay, hold on. Calm down. Hold on. We did a Zoom last week with our state officials, our city officials, and our state legislators. Is anybody in the crowd actually heard that Zoom that went on? Raise your hands. Okay, so watch this. So what happens is you have some over here, and some over here doing different things to get people to know what's going on. So the best thing to do is to find out how we can come together so the questions and issues that we're having, we can bring it together as a whole. And that's why we did a Zoom last week, so that those state officials who actually are able to make the laws change had the opportunity to talk about it. Because guess what? When it comes to voting, those are the ones are putting the laws in. That's why we actually had that. Now watch this. Starting next Friday. Everybody said next Friday. from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., we're going to be on We Do Radio, which is going to allow us to talk about what we're going to do next. Because at the end of the day, all these questions are not going to be answered in one day. But watch this. What we can do is have a process, and over time, we can understand voting, we can understand our issues, and we can figure out how do we make it happen together. This is why we're here, so we can tell you what's next. Now watch this. On August the 28th, they're having a 57th anniversary for Dr. King. Okay? Anybody that know it, we took 3 buses to the new African Museum 3 times. 3 times. Matter of fact, do we have anybody here that went on the bus with us to D.C.? Anybody? Okay. Every time we went, we took 3 buses. You know why? Because we want to encourage, we want to impact, we want to educate, and we want you to see what's really going on. Now, moving forward, we got some tough conversations to have. But the only way we do that is you got to put yourself in position to know what's going on so that when it's time to go vote, you know how to answer. And you got to tell somebody else to go to the polls. Because if only you go and your 4 and 5 friends don't go, guess what? We still lose. So what we're going to do is we're getting ready to conclude this gathering that we have done so that we can impart, educate, and participate. Now we're getting ready to march back to Walmart. Has everybody enjoyed yourself? Give yourselves a round of applause. Y'all ready? Who's key? That's right. Do we have any representatives here from City Council? Where's our city representatives from here? Do we have any city representatives? So guess what? The police department, we got a tent right over here. I'm glad you said that. So if you want to change the law, guess what? You go right over here under the tent and you sign up. You find out what it takes to be the mayor. You find out what it takes to be the city council, the county commissioners, the chief, the police, everybody. So now you ain't got no choice. There's no reason why you can't change the law or what's going on because we have the resources for you. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and begin to march back to Walmart. Let's go ahead and get in one line so we can make sure we do it in decent and order, okay?
Chris. On you, Chris.
Check.
Yeah.
Mike. There's far too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you crying. You know, we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, only a different way. You know, we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. No picket signs,
sister.
no picket lines,
Sister,
don't punish me
sister,
with brutality.
sister,
Come and talk to me
sister,
so you can see
sister.
what's going on.
What's going on?
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 Right on, right on. Mother, mother, they all seem to be wrong. Who are they to judge us simply because we heard our wrong? You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. No picket line,
Brother,
no picket signs,
brother,
don't punish me with brutality.
brother,
Come and talk to me
brother,
so you can see
brother.
what's going on.
What's going on?
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 Tell you what's going on. Right on, right on. What's going on?
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 Tell you what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going
Somebody
on?
tell me what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Our men are dying.
What's going on?
Somebody tell me
What's going on?
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 Somebody tell me.
What's going on?
Somebody tell me
What's going on?
what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? Right on, right on. Right on. What's going on?
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 Tell me what's going on?
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 What's going on? Right on, right on. Oh yeah. Somebody tell me what's going on.